teams, and then, oh, we're already starting right here. I don't even have a chance
They're already
to describe how awesome they are. They'll show you.
I mean, the gravity wall was there. You saw the satchel charge right off the bat, and the flash followed. They were just able to completely overwhelm dapr right off the bat. Talk about kicking off this series with a bang. That's exactly what F4Q do. Now they've gotten on the site. They have the spike down as well, and you've got some presence, but F4Q are just hunkered in sight so well. Esperanza's already been cleaned up. Excellent counter.
Great wall, great wall.
A tap. TenZ gets it half. I don't know if they're going to be able to get through. Efina's already going to good one, but TenZ is just going to stick it. They steal the round away. They get the defuse, and TenZ gets 4.
Ability for F4Q to keep these longer shots and come out with a few head dicks. Oh, yeah, over and over.
A little rinse, a little repeat, a great Lear there, and ShahZaM was able to peek off of that to clean up Efina. So now that's one weapon off the board for F4Q. Make that 2 as FiveK is going to follow shortly thereafter.
Covering all their bases right now, making sure they're kind of just stuck in the middle of the map so they themselves aren't split. They can all rotate together if F4Q does decide to peel off and just crash on one site. But right now, it is all mid, and that's Bunny taking down ShahZaM. A possible gun to be grabbed here and bolster the forces of F4Q, but it is only the one and lonely zunba.
Whoa, Sick. Sick was the last player mid, and he gets cleaned up. Nice shots out of zunba to take care of that. You're going to see TenZ pushing back towards middle, make sure that there's nobody working their way in through ropes.
This is very possible.
zombs is wrapping his way around as well, and you're right, zunba has a weapon upgrade, but slightly possible, I suppose. I hesitate to say very possible, though.
Gonna get that plant. They may allow it to happen and just crush him after that. He'll do it within his own smoke. Zom's looking away. He knows where it is now.
Oh, he saw him, he saw him, he saw him! Yep, cleaned up. I mean, for zunba there, you go for it, right? And if nothing else, you get the money off of getting the plant. You're able to carry that into the next round. That's great. And honestly, for Sentinels, TenZ is going to get the defuse to get the Empress online. But yeah, oh, here he goes. And it's a little bit of what we saw, right? The flash, the goal, the gravity well, just like what we saw in round 1. And Sick, in the first round, it was dapr. This round, it was Sick, who tastes a little bit of that bunny action.
Oh, I cannot wait for all of the rounds. Let's go to 3 on this. It's already started off very fiery, and I don't think F4Q is going to stop that momentum at all. Sentinels have lost 1, as well as F4Q here in our 3rd round. This is the bonus for Sentinels as they continue to control this zipline area. They've had a lot of focus on this just for the first 3 rounds, because losing that kind of just separates the map enough to not know which site to take. They don't want to be in that position. Yeah,
Riv, I think the thing I want to keep an eye on here is you see F4Q work their way into ropes. The spike isn't there yet, so they may just be pushing off. Whatever presence was there, ShahZam's just able to stuff Esperanza. The spike hasn't gotten any closer. You see them going to rotate back towards B heaven. And there is some presence from Sentinels there. You've got TenZ, who's playing up top. You've also got dapr close by, just on the other side of the smoke. Nice shots from FiveK. Now TenZ understands there's pressure coming his way. Empress comes online, he spots FiveK, cleans him up. The dismiss, hello, right around the corner. Has to back up, gets away with his life.
And look at how patient Sentinels is on this. They did hear someone over at A. It was Efina that made sound. That's why they've been waiting. But now they start to lean towards the backside so they can get an easy rotation around the map.
10 seconds left.
This is going to be a tight one. Once again, they bring it down to the wire. Push in. Efina saves him. TenZ goes down.
Excellent cross from Efina there. You're right, to cover zunba, to give him space to get the spike down. To leave things in a 2v2, you see ShahZaM creeping his way forward. The turret's going to tag him up, or at least contact, let him know exactly where he's coming in from, while zombs is going to be working his way around through defender spawn as well. Make it a spot onto zunba. The timing's there. He tags him up. Oh, the bullets are traded right back. zunba just down to 57 health. ShahZaM cleans up Efina. Sentinels looking to bust the economy wide open here in the opening rounds of this map, but zunba, look at it stuff it! zunba, the snaps, the shots, the Red Bull clutch for F4Q.
And honestly, there were things coming in on the site that made that difficult, right? We saw Efina have to push up through the smoke, gave a little worse positioning on ShahZaM, but it didn't matter. They were able to keep the comms up, and Efina with the aim as well, picking up the first 2 of his on the map, and they were big frags. We'll see it again. Oh, Bunny.
Yeah, I think...
Look at that gravity well, too. There's no chance.
Right. No, it's a perfect setup. What I want to keep an eye on, though, is we know that F4Q are going to do that, right? Bunny's going to dial something up. He's going to full send. They're going to get opening picks. But what do F4Q do?
They are setting up towards the A side. You can see the double Astra Stars ready for an entrance to slow them down. ShahZaM will get first look, and he will get first death.
Flamestorm offline. There's a whole lot of F4Q headed their way. The gravity well is not going to deny Efina that action as the Cosmic Divide comes out as well, but F4Q just continue to march on. Absolute
brute force here by F4Q. They know they have power in numbers. They throw themselves through the site. Cosmic Divide's going to slow things down here for the retake, as Esperanza wants to make sure they have every angle of this A site before Sentinels tries to get in.
Yeah, and I mean, even look at zunba, right? Like, zumba's so far back out, waiting to see where the flank is coming in from as dapr drops TenZ, and you don't have a whole lot to save, and you are Reina with the Sheriff, and well, it is TenZ that we're talking about here, but there's just no room to get her in, Riv. I mean, they have a decent idea of where he is. Smoke's all over the place. He can't get within sniffing distance of this thing, so we're going to be tied up into a piece.
He's going to run himself over to that spike, allow himself to go down and get some cash here.
They're investing the Seekers as well. That's going to clear out all of heaven, get back into defender spawn,
he hears
and
them.
They've got the lockdown as well. Bunny in a great spot. You've got ShahZaM. You see him holding down the op. Tight angle. Spike goes down. I don't think they have anything to clear out that lockdown. No, they're just going to have to give the space back up and then attempt to retake.
Sentinels, obviously they're playing this round to allow a bit of F4Q space. Sentinels on that retake game, but the amount of space and how freely F4Q is taking it is really just shutting Sentinels down here. Something's going to have to adapt in the next few rounds as they figure out how do we stop Bunny, because the initiation that Bunny and the rest of the team are putting together right now, you can't be there. You can't just say, all right, let's put 2 or 3 there, because it could actually go wrong for you. So that dapr picking one up here to cause a little bit of econ damage at the end of the round.
We're seeing this early oomph from F4Q just being a bit too much for Sentinels early on, and I think
back on the satchel trail, and this time he's got Phantom to keep the plays going and hold hard angles. See if that operator comes into play. It's kind of stuck up here in heaven, but it's gonna make the shot. It's gonna count. Esperanza goes down.
There it is. A little bit of presence as they make their way into ropes, pull right back out the spike, no further for Sentinels. Right, you've got a good bit of info. You just saw dapr pop into his camera, make sure there's nobody working in through B garage, and then you've also got heavy presence towards A, right? As far as personnel goes, you've got the Astra Star set up to ensure if there is contact, they're able to gravity well and then trade off of that. The one area that's left a bit exposed, right, is mid, and there you go. You've got ShahZaM with the op up top in this cheeky corner. Flash pushes him off, though.
And F4Q is doing all of this without the spike, still reading the map. Their intention to say, how are you going to react, Sentinels? We're not even making a decision yet. That's going to be a bit of the util for Cypher down. They have to play that a little safer now from Sentinel's side, and F4Q again starts to take space in heaven.
Now this is a look we have seen from F4Q a couple of rounds now, right? Where they get in through mid, they make some noise over A, and then they pull back and go towards B. Great shots from dapr there. That's actually a really big deal. Zunba just down to 10 health. Certainly denies some of that push. ShahZaM's ops able to take care of Bunny, but not able to take care of Efina. 2v2. Both members of Sentinels are healthy. The spike finally making its way onto the site. Sick. Oh, the turret's gonna get a spot away, but he lands the shots anyway. That's gonna leave FiveK in a brutal spot. Zombs comes around, never saw him coming, cleans it up, so we're tied up a 3-piece Riv.
Back and forth. F4Q has an idea of how to get through. We were looking for the Sentinels adapt. They go back to a bit of their retake game.
There we go. Last pack, the showstopper. We called it a different angle on the flash. He's not able to pull him out of the sky. Now Bunny's the one who's caught up. Zombs punishes him. 2 huge kills coming out of Zombs at the entry onto the site. The thing about F4Q is they have 1 speed, and that's go. And so far, they've been able to fight back, take the site back, as it's a 3v2 in favor of F4Q.
Guardian there for TenZ. He's trying to get shots from the back. It's picked up by Efina. And now the 2v1.
Spike hasn't been planted yet. ShahZaM, fully healthy, right? Has armor, has health. The spike goes down. But is he in a tough spot here? No op. I don't know that he's seen it. No, he hasn't seen it, but he's going to be able to isolate the fights. But so was FiveK, and he wins that duel. F4Q take the lead.
Closing the door.
In the gravity well. The slow orb slows him down as well. You hear the Seekers have come out. Zombs! It's actually Bunny's classic that wins that. Crispy shot. So TenZ good for 2. He's going to get ShahZaM's doing a bit of his own. As through all of the opening chaos, Sentinels somehow walk away with the numbers advantage. I mean, Sick also has his res. There it is. Going to bring TenZ online. Numbers even more heavily in favor of Sentinels here, but what they don't have is the gun advantage, right? You're still looking at 2 rifles going into 3 pistols. Now make that 1 as Esperanza playing tight. He gets cleaned up. Or he cleans up, excuse me. Gets a second. Drops it down to 1v1, but Sick, baby, Sick!
That long flank is almost never in play because everybody's positioned in sight, and here we go again. Oh my word. Bunny comes up with the judge onto zombs.
And they've got the Cosmic Divide as well, so Operator from ShahZaM is just not able to provide any value, at least in the opening moments of that round. Keep an eye on Zunba though. Zumba's on a flank. They've got the lockdown that has been used. Buy some space. Oh, Zumba's coming up from behind him, and I don't think they know he's there. How much information is he going to be able to get? They continue to back away, so he's not going to get any of those kills early on, but now he's taking that space away that they had, but he gets nothing! Bunny is able to clean up dapr, however. They're pinched in heaven, right? Like, they have an excellent crossfire setup on top ramps. TenZ dropping his way down. Stays alive somehow. 36 health. ShahZaM lands a shot as well. The flash is there. It's beautiful. As Sentinels seem to be flipping this round, it's going to fall onto FiveK, but ShahZaM's op stops it. Is he going to be able to get the defuse? I don't know that he is.
Still hopping around. He's still jumping. Even here with the Phantom, quickly taking out Cypher utility. And just pings dapr. As the classic bullets come through, he immediately gets them. ShahZaM answers.
ShahZaM is one of 2 remaining members on the side of Sentinels that have upgraded weapon. TenZ and zombs both have share. F4Q have gotten onto the site. TenZ and ShahZaM playing a little high-low, but High gets taken out. TenZ trading it out, though. He's going to heal back up. Spike goes down, upgrading a weapon. And that op has been handed over to zombs. F4Q down in numbers here, but they do have position. Cosmic Divide is going to come out. F4Q swings out. That's probably the best retake we've seen from them up until this point.
And it was smartly played, too. As soon as we saw TenZ actually grab a weapon, Sick changed his mind, ran all the way back around, so they'd still have that height if anybody were able to try to get the flank in as well.
Ooh. Up across the middle of the map, you've got ShahZaM once again in a cheeky spot with the op, and he dashes away. He's able to get away. They drop the Cloud Burst, give him a little bit more room to work with, as TenZ is playing a tight angle.
Going back out for a peek. And honestly, F4Q played it very similar to their previous rounds as well. Zunba, more of the Bunny this round, jumped through his own smoke with that shorty. They're still trying to get these frags up and close. Very personal in this situation here. And TenZ knows, save round, I'm not going to be close to a shotgun.
Nope, no shot. Who knows what's inside that smoke? We know that it's actually Zunba, but TenZ wisely taking a step back, not willing to put that up to chance. So you see, F4Q here have dropped an alarm bot into the entrance towards ropes, right? So if they do go A, that flank is going to be given away. You've also got Efina who's playing close by, make sure it doesn't get canceled out, but they are going to lean over towards B6, able to land one shot. ShahZaM with the op is there, but the gravity wall's great. The gravity wall's wonderful. ShahZaM's able to get one. TenZ gets one as well. It's just the shorty that you mentioned remaining in the round here for F4Q. Zunba still trying to play this tight angle, but hate to break it to you, buddy. Sentinels know exactly where you are. Oh.
Goes.
Like, Sentinels, what do you do with this? Here we go. It's going to be a bit more delayed, but the play is going to be the same. The showstopper's in his face. dapr gets cleaned up. Sick up top. He's going to drop down as well as F4Q have gotten onto the site. They're huddled up. The flash was there, but the swing was just a tad early. As Bunny gets punched for it, the res is going to come out to bring him back online. Sentinels have been pushed off the site. Have to retake this as the spike goes down.
So interesting. This is the second time Sick has placed this wall, but it creates a funnel on the right side. It was further forward before, now it's a little further back as they give themselves the angles they want to work with inside of Sentinels.
ShahZaM has Blade Storm. Sick has the res as well. There goes that Blade Storm. Esperanza playing tight at 3v3. The res comes out. Zumba, the swing! Oh, the Leer was there! The Leer was great! Just barely keeping people alive. TenZ drops, but so does Efina. Riv, you called it. You called for a 6-6, and oh, baby, that's exactly what we got. Very different indeed. So you've got a couple of Astra Stars that are actually just being countered, as I say that, out of the hands of Zunba. Again, you talk about a Sage Wall in a pistol. It just takes forever to get through that thing. They knife through it, preserve ammo. And it doesn't hit very hard anyway. As now they begin to work towards the middle of the map, you've got a brutal crossfire setup, and it almost looks like for Sentinels, they're thinking about it. You see Sick is going to creep his way forward, but he's got to check the 50. I don't know that he's going to check the 50. No, he just waltzes right in, falls into their trap. Zunba cleans up Sick.
Looks like they're going to be working towards that A side. Nobody's on A. They're all going to be coming out of Heaven, so it might be a little attack on the back. No, they make noise immediately in Heaven. See what they can pull out of either one of the entries into that Heaven area, and it looks like they are just going to go on full for A. They have to act now because it's going to be a big flank from F4Q.
Oh, the flash is great! But ShahZaM's able to clean up F4Q. Efina's still trying to hold down the site, backside. So far, he's gotten away with it. ShahZaM catches him on the side, but the spike goes down. Now, ShahZaM's the one who's anchoring backside. You've also got zombs who's playing close by, but they haven't gotten the spike down. They have only 12 seconds left. It shouldn't be a problem.
10 seconds
left. They might know where zombs is. Yeah,
Spike
they know where zombs is. He's going to get caught. ShahZaM's alone in a 1v4. Or 1v3, excuse me. He's got 42 health to work with. As, again, trying to hold down backside. He's going to drop. F4Q win the pistol.
But mollies are down.
Yeah, TenZ was slowly creeping his way up into B from Garage, and he had gotten some space, but then Zunba was there to stuff that push, extinguish that threat. So TenZ drops. No Arena antics this time around. His numbers heavily in favor of F4Q here. Map in favor of F4Q. Sentinels really haven't been able to get much as far as real estate goes in this round.
They're trying to figure someone's on the right, pull the frag out for me. I'll take some shots. They're realizing they don't think anybody's in that mail room right now. It gets blasted back a bit. FiveK says, oh, there's some for me as he peeks out.
Oh, ShahZaM's able to get two. And his number's still in favor of F4Q, but ShahZaM, he's down to 55 health. My goodness, I thought he was going to rappel right into the crosshair. But FiveK is able to clean him up. That's going to leave Sick alone here. He was able to upgrade, so he's got a Spectre in hand. Maybe he can make something happen here. But there are two members of F4Q hot on his trail. The timing's wonderful. But is he going to... I don't know. Yeah, he's not going to have enough time to get the spike down. Maybe get a kill? Maybe. No, not even that. Zunba.
There's frag.
Oh, Sick knows. Zunba. Oh, no! I thought he knew the ping was there!
What?
Now, Zunba not able to get the second as TenZ Vandal wins that out. He's going to be able to dismiss away, preserve his life. Oh, whatever's left of it anyway. He only had 21 health. But he does get away with it. ShahZaM has taken so much space across the middle of the map.
I have the spike.
He's going to be able to give the team quite a bit of info. You can see them moving on his word right now, too.
Yeah. Dapr's up tight as well. The thing is, there's just so much utility from Efina, right? Like, you could turret, Nano Swarms, alarm bots. Look at that. It's just littered all over the place, and that's going to trigger everything. The alarm bot pops off, both Nano Swarms instantly triggered, and that buys time, because from that comes the Seekers, comes the rotations from F4Q. The delay from Killjoy's there, but Killjoy's not there anymore. ShahZaM's able to clean that up, so they get onto the site. They're able to get through the initial delay, but now reinforcements have arrived. Zombs looking to stuff it. Bunny's Frenzy is got good for one, but that's all it's good for as Zombs gets the last kill and the spike plant for Sentinels.
Good. This time it's just going to be the Blade Storm, and he will always take this space. The comfortability of these angles he has, he'll always be the foreman, or the forefront here on this engage. A little peek, and there's the first one onto Bunny with the reset.
And it was right as the star dropped, right? Just enough eye candy for him to swing off of and land the shots. 10 goes up as well. ShahZaM's able to clear out the rest of Heaven with that Blade Storm, and now he's dashing in. He's going in forward, but no, Zunba rips him out of the sky as Zunba was looking for a little more, but it's Sick who's able to win that out. They get into the back of the site. They should be able to get the spike down and leave Efina in a 1v3.
Efina pulls back all util, waiting for the timers to come up. Let me get a quick peek on this. He is dealing with that Cypher cam from dapr, though, on his way in. So
I love, because of where the spike is set up, right? Like, they can play a high-low, or they can play both backside, and then you've got Zombs who's still playing in Garage. He's got the sightline for it. So this is a pretty brutal... Not only is it difficult because it's a 1v3, but because of where Sentinels are set up, there's really no easy way for Efina to even get onto the spike, right? There's so much you're going to have to work through because of how they're set up, and then you still have to get the defuse. So you see for him, he's just going to save that weapon, carry it into the next round. Excellent response from Sentinels. They're going to take a 2-round lead.
And Doug, I love you pointed out as they cleared mid, we saw ShahZaM look a little bit towards ropes, come back out, go towards mailroom. Zombs throws down the star, as you pointed out.
Off of Bunny again. I mean, he's got one blast pack, but that's all he's got. Meanwhile, for Sentinels,
1-for-1.
Yep, 1-for-1 trade. That's excellent here if you're F4Q.
That's TenZ Empress as well, which will come up there. A little pain for Efina, but still good with a Phantom in hand now after that trade.
Taking that back, recovering it.
See Zombs pulling back the stars, and he's about to see a whole lot of problem in mid, but he's going to clean it up. Does he have another one as Efina? Or sorry, Bunny's still there.
One enemy remaining.
Bunny's such a mad lad. He just saw him. He got tagged up, I mean, enough to make him think twice about it, and he gets the kill. Ooh, the guy's nuts.
What can he do? It's going to be tough. I'm sure they set up quite a bit. 3v1 makes it much more difficult. They also have the Cypher traps to alert them of where he's coming from right away. Don't cut yourself. Good lord.
That's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Yeah. Sentinels are going to grab another one. So now, looking at where F4Q could go with the econ here, I wonder if they decide to light util and still go for a bit of the defense with guns on hard angles. Or do they just wait out the round? Because as we say on Split, once you fall down in economy, think about how hard it is to retake the sites if you don't have utility. And a lot of times you could be buying just armor, your weapon, and your signature skill is there. So it becomes difficult. You see Bunny.
FiveK's rotated over, understanding. Turret's gone, pressure's there. He's going to use the Trailblazer and did spotted something.
Real close. I think they saw the brim of the cap there. Flash goes out. Traded. Nice job as they play behind each other and over the shoulder.
Oh, ShahZaM! Bunny tried going in! He gets pulled down by ShahZaM. Excellent shot. Sentinels have managed to take A control. You see TenZ is getting onto the site. You've also got Sick, who's going to be falling shortly thereafter with the spike. TenZ going for the jugular. Spotted Efina back there, cleans him up. The spike goes down as it's just down to zunba. He's got the Cosmic Divide and a Vandal, but that's really it.
I mean, if you think about it, when it comes down to fundamentals, how do you beat aggression? You up them. You up them as they wide swing, as they fly out. And ShahZaM taking it back to those roots right now. And now we know why he sat in the spot where the gravity well kept coming in heaven, because he still figured he could hit that shot on Bunny. These guys are feeling it right now. Zunba with a beautiful execution on Sick there as they're trying to hunt for blood and get this last Vandal out of his hands.
But yeah, Spike's just going to tick away, and I mean, yeah, no, ShahZaM's going to pull off as well. All right, so weapon's going to be saved. Really, for 4 members, ShahZaM's going to bring that op in as well, and for zunba, as you mentioned, carry that Vandal into the next round. Sentinels starting to be a pretty cozy lead, and I think this op shot, again, you see Bunny, he had turned that corner, he was at the peak.
You know, it's too quiet, I'm getting out of sight right now. Very good choice to keep himself alive and allow further pressure on the retake. dapr in a great position here, but it could be a one and done. How far can he go with this?
Oh, he's about to have his hands full. The flash, the turn, they don't swing! But dapr's able to get one. Gets traded out. The res is going to come out as well. So numbers back in favor of F4Q as the spike continues to tick away. You've got ShahZaM holding down heaven. He's got the op. The Empress comes online. As the lockdown's going to follow as well. And I don't know that they have really anything to clear that out. So they're going to have to give that space up. What do F4Q do with it?
ShahZaM in a perfect spot. Hopefully he didn't miss the timing. He feels like he didn't. Boy. Stays up. A great Cosmic Divide to stop the operator from coming in. Esperanza to start off the retake.
TenZ dead. There's the show. Oh my gosh! He touched him! They touched! They touched! But FiveK and Efina are able to get the kills. It's now ShahZaM alone in a 1v4. He's got the op. The Cosmic Divide, you talked about how beautiful it was. I mean, just causes so many problems there for Sentinels.
Kind of got to see a replay on that because it
are pushing into the Leers there. The wall goes up, but the Nano Swarm going to buy time. Efina again trying to anchor onto the site. TenZ has gotten in, but that's it. And that might be all that Sentinels need. TenZ is able to take care of Efina. Bunny comes from up top and drops the hammer on TenZ. Bunny's able to get a second one with the Vandal as well. The presence that they had on B, the space that they were able to take away is all gone.
One-man retake. That is absurd. Bunny literally pulling out all the stops in situations where Sentinels took that site like first round F4Q, a first half, and it's been thwarted. Let's see how they retake on this. It's a bit of a reset as ShahZaM is looking for shots as he has backup from zombs just underneath.
dapr's in a real cheeky spot here on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah.
And you can feel FiveK sniffing it out. Great shots from dapr to clean that up. So now you feel pressure everywhere, right? Like there's pressure on both sides of the map. The neural theft is going to come out as well. You see the spike is already starting to rotate over, but ShahZaM's going to stay, grab that info. Now he's the one who's going to be the rat trying to lurk around. dapr's going hunting. He's got 2 members of F4Q who are starting to pull over. He's going to drop back. There's still, last member on the site.
It's great that dapr even showed himself to the 2 rotating over, pausing their rotation, finds the shot in sight. He didn't even want more than to just fire the Phantom at Bunny and Esperanza.
The matter to map point, you see some heavy aggression coming out from F4Q towards A early on. TenZ says, no sir, not today. Zumba's out.
I haven't really gotten too much action all over A ramp this map at all. This is the first time it will be picked up by Sentinels as F4Q try to change up the strategy just a little bit.
You've got Bunny playing the tight angle. What a flick from ShahZaM, man!
TenZ maybe knowing that a few are in sight, but he just decides to back off for now, realizing they've taken down 2 members of F4Q. You don't have to commit to anything at this point, and power and numbers become so much stronger. They're going to throw at least 3, maybe 4 straight into that site if ShahZaM decides to come with them.
Gravity well, the nanoswarm delays, right? Like the gravity well was there, it messed up Efina, but the nanoswarm buys them time. Efina swings out, he's able to get 1. Esperanza's able to get 2! Esperanza gets 3! They stopped the push, the cosmic divide was there. First it was Efina, but then it was Esperanza. We talked about him needing to step up for F4Q, for them to have a chance, line him up and knock him down. That's all it took, but ShahZaM, the leader for Sentinels, looking to make a play happen in a 1v2. He's got the spike. No util. Light armor. Quietly.
Oh my god.
Around. He's good for it. On to 1. ShahZaM, he's got to get the chance against FiveK. He's got to get the spike down the tap. 10 seconds left. FiveK's going to give up that space.
Holding.
ShahZam's going hunting, but FiveK stuffs it! Got the judge. And you see Bunny. TenZ pushing that back, though. Yep. That early peak, right? Like TenZ are just going to be able to push their way in. The wall goes up as well. The alarm bot went off, but it got popped instantly. ShahZaM's able to take care of Esperanza as well. They have Heaven control. They're working their way into sight. They have Elbow, but Efina's in a brutal spot, but he can make some magic happen. Efina's already good for 2, not able to get the 3rd. Sick was there, and now FiveK looking to see if he can test his metal on the same spot. Sick stuffs that. Zumba's alone, and he's on the opposite side of the map. The res is going to come out as well to add insult to injury as Sentinels with 4 strong get the spike down on A, and that's all it takes. A 13-9 win. Defending team cannot give that space up for free, right? Sentinels have already taken so much of that away. Zumba's in a spot where he's across the middle of the map. A decent little crossfire with Bunny. Forget the crossfire, dude. Zumba just snaps.
Yeah, mid-map pistol round is definitely a hot spot. You want to be able to come up elbow if you're the attacking side. It's pretty free space to be had, and now Sentinel starts to encroach into the B site.
We didn't get a Viper on split. We get 2 on Breeze as Bunny's jet.
Oh my god,
Makes
everybody's
something
in.
happen. Yeah, TenZ able to get 3 already in this pistol. Getting dangerously close. Bunny, 61 health. The Viper is doing a little bit of extra damage there to make sure that
He's hoping to be able to chop through a few at least so the team can do even more work.
Elbow again.
Elbow almost all the time. It's free space in mid, especially when you know you can get close to what might be these pistols you're fighting against. Your Spectre, your Ghost with armor is going to be more impactful, and they want mid. They think they're going to get peeks out of F4K. F4Q, and it's right.
Flash the board. Sick trying to get out, trying to run for the fences, but he turns around, sticks the matter back in their faces, able to get a couple of kills. F4Q just really kind of being bullied around here in this round. And Riv, you know, we talked about elbow, we talked about mid. I think if regardless of who you are, right? If there's one team that you cannot give free space to, Sentinels. If you continue to allow them to take elbow, allow them to take mid-map control, allow them to work in the nest if they want to, or double door, wrap around back towards A, they're gonna abuse that. Full attention over towards A. The flash is there, but there's gonna be a good bit of KJ util. Bunny taking care of dapr.
Instant poison orb down on what would be the Sentinel utility for Efina in that hallway. So safe movement from zombs to creep up. He might be able to create the flank now that 3 power through on this A main.
TenZ going up top, a little peek. make sure there's nothing there, and they turn their attention over to the rest of the site. There's we go. We talked about that. Util TenZ not able to lay in the blade. Zunba cleans him up. ZaM's going to get punished as well. The rifle's proving to be too much for Sentinels as F4Q come out with a prime gaming flawless.
Great knowledge of Bunny at the end of that hallway.
Poison's off.
You can see ZaM's again working the orb, so it's always the intention for Sentinels to gain a bit of the map. Here they have 2 members up that can receive audio. They can let the rest of the team know what's going on. The execute A may come through.
The door pops open. That's going to give him a sight line to work with. It instantly cleans up Zunba. Bunny, though. Bunny's still back sight. They're working their way closer and closer onto the side as TenZ gets up top, trying to work an angle with that op. Again, Bunny has not been cleared out. That could be a problem. But then additionally for F4Q, the problem is you've got dapr, who's taking his time, but he's working his way back towards A. He's got a great spot for the flank. TenZ not able to land that shot. He's going to back up. Bunny takes care of ShahZaM as TenZ backs up, but the spike does go down.
dapr constantly finding the shadow of FiveK. He sees him after the chase. Who's going to be the trade? Esperanza and FiveK come up big.
All right, TenZ has the op. Spike is down. Oh, spotted just barely. Esperanza on the defuse, gets it to half. They're pushing TenZ back. Bunny's Blade Storm cleans him up, and Esperanza gets the defuse as well. We're tied up at 2 apiece.
Hack giving him up.
Wall goes back up that you mentioned. Esperanza's going to drop the orb as well. Seeker's coming out. 48 seconds left in the round. 6 is going to get tagged. And he gets cleaned up as well. The spike drops. As Sentinels really haven't been able to find their footing. They haven't been able to get into the site. ShahZaM's in one heck of a gunfight right now across the middle of the map. TenZ gets cleaned up. ShahZaM got 1. Parting gift for his troubles, but Efina is good for 2. ZaM's looking to flip this thing back. He's got that Bulldog, as we mentioned, but he's looking into an op, and he's looking into 2 Phantoms. He doesn't have the spike. He's nowhere near it, and F4Q are able to squat on it. They know exactly where it is.
Oh, they have his number now. Full armor there. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, the fake flash. 1 flash comes out from Sky. There's the Seekers you called, Doug, and it looks like they will give F4Q a little bit of pressure here on A. Sentinels will go for the full execute.
As you said, the Hunter's Fury and the Lockdown are still there. TenZ manages to get his way up towards Pyramids. Cheeky little head spot! Not able to land the shots. A bit of haircuts, make you think twice about things, but that's all it is for now. 2 Viper's walls splitting up the site. The spike continues to tick away, and you've got to keep in mind against ShahZaM has a shock dart and he has a Hunter's Fury. The lockdowns, both lockdowns are actually coming out. ShahZaM is looking to clear one out, and that's exactly what he does. Their lockdown is still safe, at least for the time being, as the spike continues to tick away.
Oh, far pushing. Zunba was looking to make a play. TenZ coming up big there. Gas wall goes back up.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot out of FiveK, but that's all it was. dapr gets 2 to close up the round, and when they invested as much as they did, again, the double op coming out from them. This time it's been far more successful, but TenZ giving him back a little bit of what they just got. You saw Viper Spit's been used right off the bat to lock down B as well, but Sentinels again, they'll take elbow, they'll take mid.
So 1 traded down the long hallway, 1 at the alt orb cave area. And the map resets a little bit here, so TenZ can find an off shot.
Like this from Efina.
Sick, great rotation in.
Yeah, I like this from Efina. Look at how far in he's gotten in, so he's going to be able to get behind Sentinels. And if Sentinels don't get on their horse and get something going here, this could prove to be a problem. But they've, as we mentioned, they've taken mid. They're going to work in towards B. Zunba has to anchor the site. He's got bullets going one way. He's got op shots going another, but Zumba's got a couple bullets of his own. TenZ able to clean him up. Efina on the flank, spots a player. It's TenZ. It's tag, left, right. Drops him right back down. The spike's down as well. And now Sentinels are not on the site, right? The only member remaining is dapr. He wasn't there. He's still going to have to work his way onto the site. There's Bunny with an op holding this tight angle. And again, you've got Efina working mid. dapr has to go towards Bunny.
He didn't see the tip.
30 seconds left.
Oh, he knows now. Boy, that
gives him a chance. Yeah, he knows the classic can be the thing to get him out there with the right click. dapr's now running back to the site, realizing he hasn't met anyone else yet. It could be clear, but it is the long-range look from Efina. The first few rounds they won were them garrisoning in mid, and then they allowed F4Q to peek. Here it happens again, and Bunny picks up first blood of this round.
Now, this might be the first time we see Sentinels try to get into Nest. No. Sick. Creeping his way forward. You've got TenZ as well with the Blade Storm, making sure there's no peek. And now they creep their way.
Yeah.
Bunny with the op again. Keep an eye on that. He's got that. As Sentinels have gotten onto the site, the Bladestorm's good.
There it is.
Raid Store's good. As Esperanza and FiveK get dropped, you've got Bunny dashing away as both of them using their mobility to stay alive. Bunny's op has to back up, but the dart did tag him. TenZ looking for more. TenZ gets 3.
Wow. TenZ on one this round. Is he going to keep carrying it into the ace? Bunny's going to be looking for the operator, so TenZ has to be fast on that one. And it looks like they may just try to save this round. So Sentinels playing with the, if you'll give us the space, we'll take the space quietly and methodically. And then somewhat activating with pure aggression once they got to the site. You saw TenZ dashing in. ShahZaM was right there behind the rest of the team, as well as a bit more utility from the rest of Sentinels. Looking to just finalize the last few on this as the spike ticks down. And they'll try to blood hunt Bunny and Efina here.
Oh, I think Sick just saw just a little pixel there of Efina as he was trying to jump away, but they should be able to get away with both of those weapons. Yep. So we're tied up again at 4 apiece. Let's try to get some info. So Drone's going to do the same. So far, he's gotten out a bit further. TenZ going in aggressive. He's going to spot 2. He's going to spot 2. The flash is great. Sick was up on it as well. We talked about them working up halls. They find an opening. They take the space away. Bunny's in a brutal spot. He was playing on doors with the op. He gets cleaned up, and now it's on FiveK. He's got the Empress, but the spike goes down. He's good for 1 onto dapr. How much more is he good for? It's a second. The Empress is online now as well. Weir comes out. He drops down. Sick! Sick stops that. The flash, the pop, the swing. They dance around the smoke, around the wall, excuse me, but that's all it is Sentinels take the lead. Sentinels here looking to work their way towards A again. Hello! Bite right to the face. And an op shot just to make sure that's all it took. Once again, all has been taken by zombs. Caves have been taken by TenZ. The op is in full display here as they should be able to get onto the site.
360 opper. You gotta love it.
Down as well.
Spike planted.
Sentinels playing much quicker, Doug. After that one round, they blasted in, and we saw the 5v5 retake and site hold. Seems like they've been enjoying the fact of pressuring F4Q with a taste of their own medicine.
You've got zombs again on a deep flank. He's gotten all the way into defender spawn. Oh. He spotted him, so they know where he is. He's feeling some of that pressure. Great flash. TenZ once again with the op. dapr's going to swing out. But no. The classic from Zunba. TenZ gets 4. Zombs gets the last. Sentinels get to 6. And they haven't been able to weather that for the last couple of rounds. You see Seekers coming out as well. Once again, they're going to go away. You've got some presence, but the dart is there as well. Esperanza in a brutal spot. Look at how weak he is already. 28 health. They know where he is. There it is. The last final shot from Sick cleans him up. Nice little flash. Oh, it was a fake, but Zunba gives him the business anyway. TenZ with the op, able to clean that up. However, as TenZ goes up top, once again, the op shot. He saw Bunny go in there. Bunny dropped down. Bunny's dead.
Enemy remaining.
They're just falling all over the place, Riv. Efina is the last one.
And there was adaptation from F4Q this round. They smattered the entrance to A main with all of that Viper utility, but it was everybody in the long hallway that was able to move up. Spike gets planted eventually at A, and we are seeing a precedent here by Sentinels, feeling like they can rush this spot. They have the long-range angles now, and they're feeling a bit more confident.
Got Efina trying to work his way around. See if you can catch him slipping just a bit, but nope. ShahZaM just knows, man. The dart there.
Yep.
Efina has to dance around it, but he's able to avoid that. Creep his way forward a little bit, but I don't know that he's going to get a sightline on anyone. So Sentinels should be able to get to 7. TenZ is going to be able to carry the op into the next round. You've got a couple of key ultimates online as well. 4 of the 5 online for Sentinels. And and F4Q, they're close. They have a couple of theirs, but certainly not what Sentinels are going to be able to bring to the table.
And you know this is where they're going.
You're so silly. And look at Bunny. Dude, Bunny's going for it. He's got the Bladestorm. He's already taken so much space across the middle of the map. You know they're going to try to pinch him around. TenZ has his own Bladestorm online. You hear the Hunter Shear coming out from ShahZaM, trying to clear out the space. Yeah, he's good for 1 onto Esperanza.
That's the ult.
How long is it going to take for Bunny to get into a spot? Zombs has already been cleaned up. In a decent spot here. Okay, the turret's going to give some presence away, so now they know there's something fishy going on back there. ShahZaM's already backing up. Make sure that there's nothing else going on. Spike ticking.
The way they played that is ridiculous. The fact that the ult came out, and then with the lockdown, you think somebody's going to take a back pedal out of the sight. ShahZaM's just able to clear, dry shoot that! And he turns around and gets Bunny there. This round, good for F4Q, but Sen coming back.
Sick got for 2, Sick good for 3. The Blade Storm was there, but that's all it was needed. 10.
He's going to be in with the team. Looks like they're just going for the brute force here. dapr finds Esperanza through the wall.
Yeah, great setup of utility from Killjoy early on. Efina's on the flank, though. He's able to take care of ShahZaM. Heavy numbers, though, in favor of Sentinels, and it's going from bad to worse. FiveK's left alone. He's got 48 health. Well, he had 48 health. He gets cleaned up. TenZ gets 3, picking up right where he left off in the first half. I think he's at 26,000 kills across the middle of the map. That allows ShahZaM to swing out, and now he's actually taking some of that presence. TenZ, how? And now ShahZaM's there, right? Like we talked about it, Bunny's gonna have to dash away to stay alive, but middle of the map is no longer safe. ShahZaM was able to take that space away. He's just gotta be careful, though, because there's still players hanging out in elbow.
Yeah. No, where they're not. They're just waiting for a peek from the top side. It seems like they were timid and they wanted to double up who would be in that sniper area in the nest. And it looks like they get dropped one by one. The Sheriff's still, or sorry, Marshall's still up with a Sheriff. It could be a few headshots, but it looks like it may be the flawless round here for Sentinels if they just keep their range.
Last player standing.
Yep, drops down to just Esperanza with that Marshall. The Marshall battle. Who lands the shots? Who else but TenZ? A Prime Gaming flawless for Sentinel. Viper util there. Bunny. Dancing around zombs. Oh, the flash, but Zom swings! Zombs gets 2! F4Q just down to 3 members remaining. Make that 2 as Zunba drops as well. FiveK's in a brutal spot. He's hanging out in elbow. The spike is down on B. FiveK's nowhere near it. Look at Sentinels. They're all just rushing for him. They want to hunt him down. They want to take that weapon out of his hand. That's exactly what they do. Back-to-back Prime Gaming flawless rounds from Sentinels to get them to 11. We've got ShahZaM up in the nest. He's going to get flashed. He's going to get pushed back. Little touch and go, right? Back and forth while both teams fight for control of mid.
Double peek. Looks like they'll start to move out a little bit. TenZ just behind dapr here, but it doesn't look like they're fully committing as they take down the alarm bot. So they know there's pressure being watched in the mid area.
You've got the spike who's now creeping its way over towards B. Zunba gets tagged up a little bit. 5K down as well, just down to 98 health and no armor to work with. Got a good little crossfire. Bunny.
Sentinels rotating.
Yeah, Bunny should be the first one out. Zombs, yeah. ShahZaM gets taken out. Sick trades it back out. As TenZ is already able to get 2. Zunba has managed to get onto the site. TenZ goes up top. TenZ takes care of him. It's just down to Esperanza in the 1v2, and TenZ cleans that up again. A 3K. The crown jewel.